Hey, happy Tuesday. How's everybody? Getting ready for Viva Fresh. I can't wait to see everybody. As I said, I'm not too good at this virtual stuff, but seeing everybody again is going to be a great thing, even if they have masks on. So I guarantee you're going to know it's me with my mask on. It's okay. This week I wrote a little story. I think it says a lot, especially some of you people that are just starting out in the produce business. And I'm going to add I think you should read the story, all right? Some tidbits of my 40 plus years in this produce business. I consider myself like a Rocky Balboa. Remember Rocky against Apollo Creed? He got knocked down so many times, then he just said, "That's it, I'm not going to get knocked down anymore." Well, as long as you keep on getting up, my friends, that's really the whole key to this. Overnight successes usually don't become overnight. So, and one of the other tidbits I might add is you always have to be adding customers or suppliers because I've said this before, because of no fault of your own, things happen. I remember when I was a buyer for stores out of the market, the Hunts Point market. You know, all of a sudden one guy, he decides to sell his fruit store, and the other guy, he's going to open up a dry cleaner. So you lose a customer. Again, no fault of your own. He just moved on. So, I'm going to give you a couple of backstories to what I wrote today. Some of them were the greatest and the saddest stories in the produce business. I'm going to start out with the greatest. I think this was around 1989. It's very easy to check. There was a freeze in Florida on Christmas night. I think it was 1989. It might have been 88, but it was about that time. And let me give you a backstory. I used to buy for this company called Top Tomato. 7 stores. They probably did more business back then and bought more packages than 150 of the current day retail stores. They were just powerhouses in the produce business. And I left that job because they were going to do business with a guy that I knew was rotten. He's still rotten. He's still alive and he's still rotten. But when they decided to do business with him, it was that meant so much to me that I left them. And it was a great job, and I was a partner in a wholesale company, and it was really a lot. But my principles usually get the best of me. So anyway, I left, and I'm just giving you the backstory of this. And I was just kind of like treading water, and I'll never forget. I borrowed $5,000 from my old boss, the job I just left. His name is Sally, and he's a great guy, and I was just treading water. And so Christmas night, again, 1987, 88, or 9, I really don't remember the exact date. Christmas Eve, there's a freeze in Florida. Now, back then, the Hunts Point market was basically Jewish and Italian. So on Christmas night, many of the Italian firms were closed and only the Jewish firms were open, okay? So I went to work Christmas night and I started buying produce. Remember, I only had basically $5,000 to my name, and I had a pretty good reputation, so people gave me credit, and I started buying produce. And I'll never forget, I bought green peppers for $4. I bought green peppers for $7. I bought parsley for $4. The list goes. I bought tomatoes. I bought about 4 or 5 trailers of stuff. And I really went on my instincts. And what I did is I had friends that were closed, and I put this stuff away on a trailer. And I held it. So the next day, the 26th, that night the market was open. So I took this stuff out on the 27th. So it's a day and a half later. But now the pepper market was $50. The parsley market was $50. Tomato market was $50 and going to $75. Beans were $75. So in one day, I turned $5,000 into $125,000 in the produce business. Great story, right? It didn't end there. Because now I had money, and excuse my French, I had balls at 5,000. You could imagine the balls I had with 125,000. And I started buying stuff. I would buy straight loads of tomatoes for $50 and sell them for $75. The same thing with beans. And to make a long story short, that $5,000 turned into several $100,000 in a very, very short time. I was giving tomato guys up and down the East Coast loads of tomatoes. I was really, it was an amazing, amazing story. Okay. The flip side to that, talking about bad partners and bad deals, the flip side of that, I think 2 years later, I remember having $3 left to my name. It could have been 3 years later. It's a combination of bad partners. I was going back and forth to Mexico, living in Mexico, and my partners here basically stole the business. Stole the business, robbed the business was a better answer. But I had $3 left in my name. And that same guy, Sally, that lent me the $5,000, I was going for a job. It was the $3 I needed to get back going over the Throgneck Bridge. So, again, things happen, and I always remember that story. I always remained humble because of that story, because I know what it's like to be on the top of the world, and I know what it's like to be on the bottom of the world. And if this resonated with anyone, and I helped one person, that really, that's really all that matters to me. I really do this. I really do these talks because I love the produce business. I never stopped loving it. I'm very, very fortunate that 45 years later, I still have the same enthusiasm for it. One of the things, I always say, positively, when you positively can't take it anymore, the markets are smashing you, buy double. Unfortunately, that hasn't worked for the red pepper market or a couple of other markets lately, because you just get smashed worse the following week. But, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to keep on plugging, and that's it. I hope somebody learned something from it, took something from it. That's the end of the stories. I got a million stories. So if you see me at Viva Fresh and you want to hear some more stories, believe me, I got stories about parsley. You pick the commodity, I have a story about it. Can I get a group to join Clubhouse? Hundreds of thousands of people in this industry, and we can't get a little group together to discuss produce. Don't have to agree with me. I'm not saying you have to agree with me. I just want to have a conversation, because I want to change your mind, or I want you to change mine, or I really want to just find a better way forward for the produce industry. That's it. That's my whole thing. So that's it. I hope you like this Tuesday or Wednesday matinee. I'll probably see you. I'll see you Saturday night from Viva Fresh, because I'm not coming back home until Sunday morning. So I hope to see many of you there. Please say hello. Let's chat. Let's do some business. That'd be great. Okay. Love you. Love the produce business. Another very important thing. When your real friends, listen, I had a lot of friends when the champagne was flowing back then, and I was making a ton of money. Your real friends are there when the champagne stopped flowing. I had two guys that are still my friends today, dear friends, that were there when the champagne stopped flowing, and those are your real friends. So another tidbit of advice: everybody loves a winner, when you're on top of the world, but your real friends are there when there is no one else. Love you, love the produce business. Take care. See you soon. I'll see you Sunday, and I'll see you at Viva Fresh. Have a great day. Bye.